Hello friends, welcome to today's video. My name is Gemma. So we are back in Loughlin's Park and this week's episode is all for the Psittacosaurus. So I'm building two enclosures here for our little Psittacosaurus friends, and we have decided to put in two of the varieties as well. So as you can see, they're going to be indoor habitats, and it's not something that we really do in Loughlin's Park. The majority of them are outdoors enclosures, but I thought with this one, because of the weather here in Scotland, it's not really suited to all types of climates. So with the Psittacosaurus, I believe they prefer scrubland, at least I think that's what I put into their habitat. And I was just thinking, you know, in Scotland, with the weather being a little bit iffy at sometimes, a little bit unpredictable, it probably more common in Britain actually. You know, sometimes in summer you look outside and it looks absolutely gorgeous, and then you're like, great, and then next thing you know it's like hailstones. So that's kind of why I decided we're going to have two indoor enclosures here. And like I said, it's for the Psittacosaurus. So we have one variety is in this habitat here, which is the larger of the two. So this one is for 1,000 meters squared, I believe. No, 1,500 meters squared, and the other one's for 1,000 meters squared. So not like that's actually any relevance to anyone, but that was kind of the idea of this whole habitat. Was I was trying to make sure that they had enough space, so to speak. It'll be absolutely fantastic when we get the null barriers, because then I can just put a null barrier all the way around this, and I know it's coming in the May update as well. So once that's actually in, we can properly look at the welfare for the dinosaurs here in Loughlin's Park. But currently it's literally just me just throwing paddocks left, right and centre, which I'm kind of okay with. So yeah, the reason why Loughlin's decided that they were going to have two species variants of the Psittacosaurus is because they are quite small dinosaurs. They are pretty low maintenance as well. You know, they are herbivores. They're not going to take that much to look after. So they were just like, you know what, let's make this a bit of an attraction. So they decided that because they're so low maintenance that they would have both species, which does mean that I am missing the third species, which I kind of felt bad about, to be honest, but I went with the two that I think kind of look the most badass. They have honestly such great markings and colours, and yeah, just really interesting dinosaurs. So we are going to be putting them in very shortly. So this habitat itself, like I said, is indoors, and I really loved putting these fake rocks everywhere. Now, these are the kind of fake rocks that are made out of, what is the material? It's kind of like fibre. Is it fiberglass? You know, the ones that you think it looks like a rock until you touch it and it's hollow. You like give it a wee tap and it's like, okay, this is just a fake rock basically. And that's exactly what I wanted the outside of the whole habitat to look like. The actually rocks in the middle, kind of debating if they were real or fake. I kind of feel like they would be fake, just because they would easily be able to like wash them down if there was maybe some poop on them or whatever else. And yeah, this is me just popping in some of the foliage here. Is that coastal actually? No, it's not. Yeah, it is coastal. So it's coastal foliage that's going in this one. And then I've just basically went in and just spammed it with the kind of trees and bushes that I actually like. So I guess if you were to look at welfare, maybe they wouldn't like all of them, but it's that fine line of, do you make a habitat that looks absolutely incredible, or do you make a habitat because it's suitable for the dinosaurs or the animals? And I guess with this park it's kind of more towards, let's make sure it looks good, just because of the way that was built. But we do have a park that is going to be all about animal welfare, which is our challenge park. Oh my gosh. Park. Well, I can speak. I think what the issue is, I've just went away and eaten some Oreos and they've kind of like stuck to my teeth, and I can't obviously speak, but hey ho, we are now doing the backstage area. I really wanted this to be a section that our Psittacosaurus can come and chill out. It's also got some bedding that is going to be popped in here, and we also have some food. So I didn't want the food to be on display for the guests. I wanted it so that if they wanted to eat in peace, they can come out the back here and just kind of chill out away from the guests kind of looking at them. And then just some foliage painting here. It's actually my favourite thing to do in the game. And then this is the outside of our habitat here. So we can see that I've went away with this kind of circular building just to try and make it a little bit more interesting for the guests as well. And then this is the second backstage area for our other Psittacosaurus. It's a little bit funky, the layout of this one, and I'm going to show you exactly why that is in the real-time tour part. So this is me just trying to figure out what we're going to do with the roofing as well. The roofing, I actually did do a custom roof, spent absolute ages on it, and then I was just like, this is not worth my time or effort, so I ended up just going for a flat roof. And you know what, it just looks so much better. Popping in the door here, I was going to do it like a double locks kind of system, so this place would be, you know, temperature regulated. However, I think that it would be more so in the enclosures that's temperature regulated rather than the guest area. And then here we go with our custom signs. I don't know if I should keep on putting these in because I put them into all my videos, and you guys are probably just a bit sick of me making them, but regardless, I thought I'd just keep this one in as well. And then this section here is just for our guests, so we've got some toilets there. And then this area, I was kind of debating really. I was like, oh, we could put a cafe in it because this is at the back of the park, which we don't actually have any food in this area. However, I am going to ask you guys a very personal question. Now, where are you from? And what food is most associated with the place that you are from? So you guys may know that in Loughlin's we do have food trucks, and we do have two at the front, which is for Scotland and one is for England, and then we have one that's slightly around the corner, which is for Australia. And I would absolutely love to ask my subscribers, where are you from, number one, and secondly, what is the kind of food that is associated with your country? So with obviously being from Scotland, I've got haggis on mine, I've probably got a deep fried Mars bar, and then, you know, drinks as well. So I would love to know in the comments below if you could let me know those things. Number one, where you're from, and number two would be 6 items that is associated with your company with your country. I am on fire with the words today, guys, because I would love to put in more food trucks around Loughlin's Park, because that's actually kind of what we're all about. A little bit janky, a little bit questionable, but it's also to give a bit of variety as well for our guests. So if any of you have been to Epcot, which is a Disney park in America, basically Epcot is all about food and about round the world, and it's just such an awesome place to go, especially if you do love food. So we have been to Epcot a couple of times, and I just love that idea of it being so inclusive of different cultures. And I just thought it's a really nice idea. So I would like to know if you guys have any countries that I can represent in Loughlin's, whether it be Spain or I don't know, Berlin. I know that I think I've seen in the comments before that someone said that they were from Berlin. So even if you just said to me, hey, I'm from Berlin, these are the items that are kind of associated with our country, and I'll go away and Google it. And then basically I'll probably make a very stereotypical looking food truck, and it's going to go at the very back here. So you can see that I am putting in some fencing here just because this is the part that's going to be food truck. So whoever comes up and says, I would love to have my country represented, then I will put a food truck right at the back there because I've left a little space. So let me know in the comments below, that would be absolutely fantastic. We're coming up to the end of this, so I'm going to hop into the real-time tour part. Okay, welcome guys. So we are sitting just outside of our tropical kind of cozy building that we've just done the speed build for. So if you look here in the background, this is our entrance building. So it's way at the back of the park. You can see we've got our food truck there and the water. So basically the Camarasaurus building's here. The animal nursery's there, and then if you look, I'm just going to speed this up a little bit. If you go up this hill here, which is an absolute nightmare to put a path in, by the way, so I'm going to wait till there's an update to try and figure this out. Behind all these trees is where the Smilodon habitat is as well. And then over on this side, which I'm trying not to give too much away, we do have another building, and this is going to be for another dinosaur. I have cleared this paddock out because I have actually moved things about a little bit better. So that's the backstage for that habitat there, which I will let you guys see in our next video. So we're going to head in here. As I just mentioned before about the food truck situation, so at the back here is really where I want to put that food truck in, so please let me know. That would be fantastic. We also have a beautiful Edmontosaurus statue here, just because I really wanted to fill this section in a little bit more. It does look a little bit boring. I might actually make some flags on a live stream as well, just to kind of tidy this up a little bit better. But anyway, let's enough chatting. We'll actually head through the door here. So this place is absolutely massive. Yeah, it's a really, really big building. I decided to go away and put in a little bit of foliage here. This is actually one of the prefabs, and I just went away and added in some extra foliage just to give it a little bit more detail. So there's a couple of benches, a couple of bins that you can sit and look at the Psittacosaurus, and then we've got some information boards as well, custom floor as well. This took a fair sweet time to do, but we're just going to hop into their habitat. Now this little wee guy here has been stuck on this rock for the dawn of time, and I guess we should move you. It does keep on getting stuck, so I bet you it comes back over and gets stuck again. We'll soon find out. Is it about to do the same? Please don't get stuck. Yeah, there's no hope for you, mate. There's really no hope for you. So this one's forever just going to be stuck there. Regardless, let's have a look at our other Psittacosaurus, who is currently yeah, doing a little bit of rock climbing. But yeah, these ones are the one that requires the little bit more space in here. So this is their habitat. So it's got coastal environment, little bit of terrain painting. We've got our dung beetles, which are very, very hard at work as well. We also do have their water area that they can have a little bit of a drink. I was considering putting in like a little drainage system in this one as well, so we might come back and do that. And then what else I was going to show you? The light. Here we go. So we've got this light here, which is like a little heat lamp, just to keep them nice and cozy if they did want to kind of require that or need it. But we're just going to hop around to the back here. So we have like all this space. There's another little dung beetle there, a little bit of foliage, and then this basically takes you to the backstage area. So if you're a guest, you would come through the door, and if you're Psittacosaurus, which we'll pretend that we're Psittacosaurus, why not, basically come in here, and then you've got your food in there, and then you've got like a little bedding area as well. And this also means that the keepers can, you know, press a button, this will come down, they can come in here and, you know, put more food in or whatever, and go back out, and the shutter will come up. So I was kind of keeping that more at the forefront. And yeah, again, if they were to do the opposite, if they needed to put the Psittacosaurus in the holding bit while they clean up the other habitat, then that's the door to get into it. So we'll move on to our other little bit here. So we do have a door to go into the second habitat. I will just quickly take you, because we are at the backstage area as well. So this is very awkward, I must admit. Okay, sorry, autosave just kicked in and threw me a miles away. So as I was saying, that this is a little bit awkward. So you've got this door here, you would have to press the buttons, and then if you press the button for like green, it would like maybe shut both of these shutters, and that means that as a keeper you can then come out here and, you know, essentially press this button here to open up here, and then that will take you outside. But if you did want these obviously open, you press the other button, and so on and so forth. So it's a little bit of a farce, but basically it's just so the Psittacosaurus can come to its backstage area, which is in here. And again, it's the same kind of layout, which has got like the fruits and stuff. So yeah, that's their little section. Then this is their habitat, which is pretty nice, very similar to the other one as well. In terms of layout, so we've got some water down at the front here. This is a little bit closer. There's a little bit more water in this one as opposed to the other, and they are continuously getting stuck. They also have a really nice skylight as well, so perhaps like when it gets a little bit hot, they could open up some of the panels and let some natural light in and fresh air, so to speak. So that is their habitat there, which is pretty cool. We'll just go up a little bit because I feel like we're a little bit too low. So that is the smaller habitat, and then that's our very, very large habitat there. And then over into this section here is this. Yeah, it's kind of like a shrine almost. to our Edmontosaurus. So the Edmontosaurus was the very first animal that I put into Loughlin's Park. So I just thought they would have like this little plaque and it would say, you know, this is insert name of Edmontosaurus, and it was like the very first Edmontosaurus that they had. And then we've got some vending machines as well in the background, just in case like you didn't want to eat at our food truck, which will be put in there. And then yeah, just some toilets, because I'm very much aware that we don't have toilets within this park. And then this was just a really nice idea that I have been speaking about before, which is the dung beetles that will come out and clean it up. I just thought it'd be really cool to make this more of a feature. So this is just like a little implied habitat as well that, yeah, I think it looks pretty cool. So I think I'll just hop out here and then we'll just go up so I can kind of show you where everything is in relation to the park. So there's the Smilodon habitat there. Like I said, this is a bit of a nightmare to come down to. So I don't actually know what we're going to be building next time. We do have this habitat here that I do need to finish off, so we might do that. Or I was considering putting in the Coelodontal over here because that is what someone suggested in the comments as well. But yeah, if anyone could let me know, food truck would be absolutely fantastic. And we'll just end with our Psittacosaurus. So if you guys enjoyed this episode, then please do give it a thumbs up. It always helps out the channel. And if you would like to see more from Prehistoric Kingdom, then I'd highly recommend this video here, which we build our Smilodon habitat. So until next time, guys, have a great week, and I'll catch you in the next one. So until then, take care.